All right, man. Welcome to the third quarter of this edition of the Doc and GM NBA Recap Show. Doc, you said third quarter, man. Your call was to give out NBA first quarter awards.
Right.
Okay. You said you wanted to give out first quarter awards for Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Player, Sixth Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, and MVP. Excuse me, I keep saying the year of the quarter. And your MVP of the quarter.
Right.
All right. So without further ado, I ask you, who is your Rookie of the quarter?
I got Luka Doncic.
Wow.
Out in Dallas.
I think they call that stop the presses moment. Because for you not to have said Trey, being the Harry the Hawk that you are, that's a big moment for me. Because Trey's not playing bad. He's not playing poorly.
No, he's super. No, trust and believe. No, like objectively. And I say it because Dallas is in the playoffs.
Right.
So the Hawks are not.
Right.
They're just not. It's not even close. So I also like DeAndre Ayton out in Phoenix, but he's like Trey. They're not in the playoffs. Like
right.
He's playing well. He's doing his thing, but I can't. When I'm weighing out who's a Rookie of the Year or any kind of award winner,
sure,
winning has to be a part of that.
Okay.
And so Dallas is in the playoffs in the West currently, so that's pretty strong. And he's been playing well, averaging about 19 a game. So that's a rookie, so you can't be mad at that.
So now for mine, I was torn between two players. Luka being one of them, and before I heard you say Luka, I would have said Luka. But I'm going to, just to not agree with you, I'll pick another player. And that's Jackson out of Memphis.
Triple J.
Yes. Was Jaren Jackson Jr., correct?
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, because they too are in the playoff picture.
Yep.
And he's playing pretty well, and he's a part of that.
Yes, he is.
So, again, I would have picked Luka because Luka's playing good ball. And I what I like about Luka is his size. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
He's not. Man, what I do is when players stand next to the player that they're guarding or that is guarding them, and if you're much bigger than that person, LeBron style, he's bigger than everyone usually at his position. I mean, to me that stands out. And then you have talent, and he plays under control. I mean, he's been a pro for years, so that's going to help that, of course. But Luka's playing. So again, given the fact that you mentioned Luka, I would have picked Luka, but just shout out to Jaren Jackson Jr. He's playing pretty good ball too.
But there's some good rookies.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys.
Okay, most improved player of the quarter is, in your opinion, who?
I kind of got a toss up, man.
All right.
But I like Zach LaVine, actually.
Wow.
And I also like Swiper Fox or De'Aaron Fox. I like Fox. I like both of those guys.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's kind of a tie for me on that because I like both of those guys. But, obviously, like we just talked about, if I'm giving the edge, I'm going to go with De'Aaron Fox because Sacramento is now a playoff contender.
Right.
And the Bulls are not, despite the fact that he has definitely taken a step up in his game, Zach LaVine, that is.
Sure. Well, it's basically his show right now in Chicago.
Right.
So that helps.
Mm-hmm.
And he can play.
Yes, he can.
I mean, his jump shot's not bad. He definitely can get to the hole. Yeah, and he's got the opportunity because he's got the ball in his hand.
That's the big thing I've noticed with De'Aaron Fox is that 3-ball is kind of nice for him too, and the pull-up game is really nice right now. So that's changed a man that could get to the cup to a shooter. He's dangerous this year. I like what he's done. So.
Okay, so my most improved is going to go to Derrick Rose.
D. Rose.
He's hooping. His 3-ball is wet right now.
Man.
Now they're not in the playoff picture. They're I would say they're only a couple games behind, as we mentioned. The West is tough, and everyone's kind of close, other than Phoenix. So they're one of those everybody's. But I go to Derrick Rose. He's hooping with the absence now of Jimmy Butler now going to Philly, he's running.
Mhm.
He's running that show, if nothing else. I'm not going to say it's his team,
Right.
but he's running that show,
and
pretty effectively. I think they've lost a couple since the trade.
I think they're 5-3 since the trade.
Yeah, I knew. Okay,
because I think they were 5-2 going to tonight's game that they lost to Boston.
Right. So he's running the show, and again, he was a former MVP of the league.
Yeah,
that many suspected was done in some levels, if nothing else, physically.
Right.
Not like the Markel Fultz situation physically, but just I've what?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, man. That he just checked out. Like, I'm done with this. I've gotten paid. What's my motivation other than that? And he's proven that's not the case. And if nothing else, for the first quarter of this season.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 6th man of the year. 6th man of the quarter. I'll say.
That was kind of easy for me, man. Lou Williams.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, right.
In the playoff picture,
yeah, killing it.
Even if they weren't in the playoff picture, he's gonna. Well, no, because they're usually in the playoff picture, and he usually does his thing.
And he's Lou.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Did they ever? So where Jamal Crawford? Where did he end up
in Phoenix?
In Phoenix, yeah. So I don't know. I don't even know what his numbers are. I'd have to look at that.
They're bad, man.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. They are.
So.
All right. So we agree on that one. So then we'll move on quickly then to defender of the quarter. Okay. Who you got?
Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
He's great. I don't know how to say it,
both ends of the court. He's great.
And and on defense, he's a beast, man. He's everywhere. He's blocking shots, passing lanes. So I like AD. He's the anchor for them.
My defender of the quarter is going to go to one Jimmy Butler.
JB. Wow.
Sure, only because, like I said, I've watched him a lot, Philly, and there's just been some games. Well, you know Jimmy as a defender anyway. You've seen him play.
He's amazing,
and he's a dog.
Yeah.
And so on a nightly basis, he's going to still be that dog, and he's been that. He's been that in Philly, and then, like I said, there's been a couple of games where he's just basically saved the game for him on both ends of the court, offensively and defensively. So I'll go for him, even though he's only been with that team maybe 8-9 games, if that many, but really effective in those games.
I think you should give it to Andrew Wiggins.
Are you kidding me, man? All right, so coach of the quarter.
All right, coach of the quarter. I gave this to Nurse, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to. One, because I was curious to see what he would do.
Sure.
And two, Toronto is the number 1 seed in the East right now by a comfortable margin. They're playing well.
They're the class of the East.
I mean, just Kawhi and Danny Green are fitting in perfectly. Siakam's playing. Kyle Lowry's still playing at a high level, but he's playing differently. He's not looking to score anymore. He's more of a setup guy. I believe he's averaging 10 assists. So I kind of like what they're doing.
If I'm not mistaken, he may lead the league in assists.
Right.
Did you just say that? I heard you.
No, I just said he had 10.
Yeah.
About 10.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't think you did. Yeah. All right, so mine, I laughed at myself in the shower because I'm torn. Like you said, you had to give it to Nurse. For me, I'm torn. The name of our show is the Doc and GM NBA Recap Show. You are called Doc because you work in the medical field, for sure. And you and I know each other because we worked in the medical field at the same place once upon a time. And so with that said, I'm torn between the Nurse and the Doc.
Yeah.
Because Doc Rivers also.
Doc Rivers.
Yes, sir. Has a no-name Clipper team at the top of the very tough Western Conference.
True.
I won't say that they're the class of the East of the conference, like Toronto's clearly the class of the conference in the East, only because we don't really know that it'll last long with the Doc and the Clippers. It could. Yeah. It would be nice to see.
It would be.
But more than likely it's not going to. But
Some
for
of
the
these other
quarter,
teams are gonna wake up. Yeah.
yeah, I got you. For the quarter, again, like with the Memphis team, they were number one last year. And you suspected with Conley coming back and the team that they had that they played better ball than, but no one expected the Clippers to be anyway. So
No.
yeah.
Except for the Clippers.
There you go.
Beverly laughed at the thought of them not being in the playoff picture. So
Yeah, but I think that was kind of a Tristan Thompson talking about.
hey man,
you know what I mean?
I already told you. You sometimes you gotta be delusional about this stuff. You gotta believe it before it can happen.
And I also believe that you can make your mouth say anything.
And then there's that.
All right. So with that said, MVP of the quarter. So again, yours is the nurse, and I'm giving a tie between the doctor and the nurse. Yes, sir.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Dude, I'm going for Greek the Freak, Giannis. That is my MVP. He's a dog.
Yeah. No question about that.
He's crushing everything.
Yes, he is. Except for the Eastern Conference. And so I'm giving my MVP of the quarter to the system player known as Kawhi Leonard.
The system player known as Kawhi Leonard.
Doc, he knows the reason why he repeated that because he knows I thoroughly 1,000% disagree with KD's tweet that he was a system player and that's why he was getting off like he was. No, he's a player.
That's a 4-year-old tweet, man.
I understand. And if we got 4 years of concrete evidence to let you know I'm not a system player, I'm a player. So anyways, his play has Toronto basically the class of the league right now.
Yeah. And I thought about giving it to him. But stat-wise, he don't even measure it. Like, Giannis is a beast, man.
See, okay.
In every aspect right now. In ways Kawhi's not even.
As I always say, I don't care. No, I'm going to say I don't care about stats. Stats, numbers never lie, but they don't tell the entire picture. And what Kawhi has done and to have them as the class of that division, that conference, I should say, is to me is big. So I want to give it to Kawhi more so than again. Does that mean Greek Freak's not hooping and why are you even bringing his name up? No, that's not saying that at all. But I'll give it to Kawhi and what like you say, the success of their team. So that's my pick for the quarter.
All right.
All right.